Redevelopment is always good. You know, change is always good, but as long as the community is included on the change.
What is the change going to do? Is it going to push everybody out, or is it going to allow those that want to remain and be positive in the community to still be here?
I think we're all split on it. I think a lot of people are either with it or against it, and then there are people who just don't know.
Redevelopment is a well-defined legal term, but generally what we're talking about is taking a neighborhood that has been identified as needing to be changed, needing to be improved, and so the idea of redevelopment is going back into a neighborhood, saying we're going to define it, we're going to put some boundaries on it, and then we're going to look at it hopefully holistically to say what are the changes we need, how are we going to finance it, and then how are we going to take the benefits that come, the new taxes that come, and how are we going to use those in a continuing process of improving the neighborhood.
Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up for your right.
I am 84 years old, and I sing the song, I Cannot Be Moved. Because we are there to stay. We reared our kids there. We've been there. We walked those hills. We put the buildings up over there. Now, they've been wanting that land ever since 1960. We have nice weather out there. But it will not be removed, and my offspring that's here, they are there to stay. So you might as well give it up.
A lot of us are up and trying to make moves and make things happen because, you know, they may win. You know, it's very, very possible that they can win and they can push us out. They've done it all over the place.
We have fought too hard, too long, and I myself am not willing to give up my place in the sun, and that's at Bayview Hunters Point.
I would describe Bayview as right now we need a lot of help. That families are falling, young people killing one another. Man, it's bad right now.
Bayview Hunters Point is a service-poor community. When you find that people can't even buy shoes in Bayview Hunters Point, you have to go out for at least 75% of your services outside the community.
3rd Street is a relatively blighted area for economic development and for businesses and so on. There are very few resources for fresh foods and services and that sort of thing. So it's certainly, I think everyone in the community would like to see a revitalized 3rd Street corridor.
Blight is, well, there are legal definitions, but I would say for most folks, blight is one of those things you know it when you see it. When you're driving through a neighborhood and there are very few businesses, when there's a lot of graffiti and garbage, when the basic services that people need from a neighborhood aren't there, where there's a lot of brownfields and empty lots and just a feeling of there not being much there, and that it is a neighborhood that has fallen apart, that has a lot of disinvestment. That's essentially blight.
It's a lot of good people that's been here. For example, this barbershop has been here through many generations. It's, you know, you want to preserve things like the library, the Bayview Foundation, you know, places that need grants and money to help out this community. So when the redevelopment change, there won't be a lot of the younger generation that's pushed out.
So some of these buildings need to stay around too. Some of them, you know, to keep a little authenticity, you know, about the community.
Everybody I talk to is like trying to get rid of me, they're trying to get rid of us, that's all you hear.
I mean, that's what people are worried about. I mean, you know, our family lost our house through redevelopment. My grandparents lost their house through redevelopment. I mean, it's a real thing in people's minds. It's a real experience. It's not just something that they're afraid of. I mean, it's in their lives.
Well, redevelopment, when it's not done with a focus on making sure that there are benefits for existing residents, making sure that they can stay to enjoy the benefits of new development, can essentially fuel gentrification and can be a process that focuses too much on the place and not enough on the people.
Some people don't mind leaving and some people are ready to leave. The problem is if they get pushed out, then they go somewhere else and it's like most of my people have a feeling that they built this community. So how dare you now, you threw it to us because you didn't want it. Now you want to come and give it back, and you want to take it back because it has the best weather, it has the best atmosphere, and no one's complaining. And of course, San Francisco's beautiful.
Might be 10,000 people have moved out of the neighborhood, which are directly to the black clientele, the barber beauty trades, and the soul food restaurants. And first say, and that clientele has moved to the suburbs. Over 40% of our customers are coming back into this area to do business with us. And there's a lot of new people that are moving in the neighborhood are not necessarily our clientele. That's not supporting our businesses.